If you tape off the spots that you just do not want to get any of the excess mica powder on.
Welcome to my happy place where colors swirl and hearts embrace. Happy Place Creations, my happy place.
Welcome to Happy Place Creations. Today we're going to take these holographic coaster molds and we're going to put in some, I'm going to use these stencils and we're going to paint in these flowers. And then we're going to mix up some mica powder and we're going to pour. I just want to see the effects of painting on with mica powder before we pour onto a holographic mold. Now these are already holographic. I want to just show you. But I want to see if these painted on will come out holographic as well. If they'll come out shiny and holographic themselves. So that is my plan. Now I have chose this beautiful chameleon powder, and it's kind of like a reddish color. And in order to pull them all together, I'm going to put all the flowers, I believe, in the same color, and all the greenery in this beautiful greenish color. Oops, and I haven't even opened that one. So let's do this. There we go. In this beautiful greenish color. And then I thought I would take, I might as well leave that open, right? And then I thought I would take a mixture of pink, green, yellow, and a glitter to use as our base, and use a, do like a spiral, and let's mix it together, and we'll see what we can come up with. So let's get started. I just want to get my paintbrushes out, and I'm not going to mix up any resin at this point. I'm just going to start coloring in our flowers. I'm just going to pick out the brushes that I want to use, and I'm going to get out my switching sponge. And this is an awesome tool. Get it right at the Dollar Tree, and all it does is it helps you to go from color to color without having to use multiple brushes, unless you want to use different color tips. Now, I'm going to use the red, like I said, for the colors. And then again, I might change my mind. I have that right, don't I? In crafting, we can do whatever we want to do. So I'm going to use this small brush. Oops, before I do anything. Now, to help eliminate a lot of cleanup, this is a trick I've learned. Now, where did I put it? I just had it. Oh, there it is. See? Tape. If you tape off the spots that you just do not want to get any of the excess mica powder on, then you won't have all that extra cleanup. And you want to make sure your stencil is pushed down really tight around the areas you're going to be working. That way you won't get any mica powder underneath. You'll only get it where the stencil is. And this is awful thick tape. Yes, I know that. It's a little bit of waste. But if I'm working on this one, I can always pull the tape up and move it to the next one. Oops. And my tape likes to rip. It's got a mind of its own. But this just gives me the ability to not have to do all this excess cleaning, because mica powder does float. It goes everywhere. And I have all my fans turned off. And I've got my stencil all pushed down. And you can tell if it's tight because you see the white, and you see how it's dark here. You probably can't see it on this camera. My light's kind of bright, but just push down and then just go in and color it. Just dap it. You don't want to swipe, you just want to dap it. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I like to bang off my excess. Sometimes it works good and sometimes it don't. That is going to be a pretty color. This way I'm not pushing the mica powder underneath our rose, or our stencil, I should say. I'm just getting it right where I want to have it. Now this will take quite a while, so I will do this one with you, and then I will put you on a fast forward to do the rest. Because it's the same effect all the way around. But I just want to know if this will come out, the holographic appearance, as well. Now I got some extra up here, so I'll go up and tap on that and bring that down here. So there's no waste. I'm not pushing, I'm tapping. And you can even make your flower multicolored if you wanted to, but I'm choosing to use the red. Because I want to try to put these coasters, not only the background, but the flower itself, all into one. This is what's going to pull these together as a set. That's what I'm hoping for. I got a little extra there. I can pull that in, so I'm not wasting anything. Because mica powder will not stick to mica powder, but it will stick to your mold. This way you're not losing anything, but you're also not getting brush marks by not pushing and tapping. Lord, that's a pretty color. That is a pretty color. And I have extra here, and I'll pull that down here. I may be pulling on the stencil, but not on the flower itself. I'm tapping here, because I don't want the brush marks. I'm just taking care of the extra powder that I may have and pulling it and not wasting it. Like that. And now if I wanted to use the same brush for the green, I can just do this. And now it's ready for the green. But I think I'm going to use the bigger brush for the green, because it is a bigger area. And again, I'm not brushing, I'm tapping. And that is a beautiful green. And I'm going over here just to get rid of the extra. I'm pulling it over here. Not sure if you all saw that mishap I had in my last video when I was doing the skull. I dropped a whole bottle of this stuff. And it was almost a full bottle. But accidents do happen. Now my suggestion is, and this is only a suggestion, you can do this any way you'd like. before you lift your mold, before you lift your stencil, you want to make sure it's down nice and tight. And you want to make sure your tape is on good. And you want to blow away your extra before you lift your mold, your stencil. Whoop! But you want to lift that stencil straight up. As my tape's not letting me do. But I'll move this right to the next one. And your tape, yeah, might stick together as mine is. But I'm not having to clean up my extra sides of my, whoop, I got out a piece. The extras on the sides of my mold. And there's my flower. And then I'll set that aside for later. And then I just blow off my tape. This is just regular painter's tape. And I progress to the, then go to the next one. I'm going to move this up a little bit to cover that hole. I didn't cover it over here and I got lucky. But I do need to add to that tape a little bit. So I am going to pull this off, and I do see something on my stencil there. So I'm just going to move this over a little and add another piece of tape. See, my tape kind of went off to the side. I must have got it in something at one point. So I'm just going to add to this corner. Right here. And now I will start the next one. And then I'm going to go all the way around. And I'm just going to put you on a fast forward while I do this. And I'll get these all done, and then I'll be back after I've mixed up our resin and added our colors, and we will get pouring.
Liquid glass, a crystal tide, golden dust we cannot hide, swirling deep in amber streams, casting light on quiet dreams. Every mold a secret kept, promises the resin swept. Breathe it in, let time slow down, magic wears a gentle crown. Here in Connie's corner bright, we pour the love, we hold the light, layer by layer, clear and true, a world made new for me and you. Safe haven where the hearts beat sweet, where kindness and creation meet. Petals pressed in frozen time, captured in a rhythmic rhyme, smooth the surface, clear the haze, walking through the sunny days. From our hands to yours it goes, like a garden softly grows. Breathe it in, let time slow down, magic wears a gentle crown. Here in Connie's corner bright, we pour the love, we hold the light, layer by layer, clear and true, a world made new for me and you. Safe haven where the hearts beat sweet, where kindness and creation meet. No mistake, just lessons joy that has no start or end. A shifting lens, a sudden turn of tide. No map to trace where joy and wonder hide. We chase the spark that dances in the dark, igniting fires from a single spark. Happy place creations rare and bright, turning the ordinary into light. Every frame a world we've never seen, painting dreams in colors crisp and keen. From laughter's echo to the lessons learned, each bridge we cross, each page we've turned, a different flair, a fresh design where creativity and soul align. Happy place creations rare and bright, turning the ordinary into light. Every frame a world we've never seen, painting dreams in colors crisp and keen. So stay alert, let curiosity lead, planting tomorrow's unexpected seed. The game is fun, the stakes are high, underneath the vast and open sky. Keep guessing now as daylight fades, return when new escapades are made. Come what may, we'll be here still, bending time to fit our will.
Well, our timer has gone off, and I have not put this in the bubble chamber yet, because I'm going to put it in I've got our colors already in our cups, and I'm going to be putting it in the cups and then putting it in our vacuum chamber, where the mica powder adds so much air into our resin. I don't want to risk getting bubbles. So I'm going to divide that up into our 4 colors. Now you notice I have 4 colors, but our split cup only has 3 slots. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to sprinkle what I have in our cup here for glitter randomly around our mold, because that glitter is going to sink. And I don't want that to take over the effect by putting it in a split cup. Just got to wipe off my gloves a little bit. And taking over the effects is what I'm trying to say. But once I have our resin up to temperature, so I'm going to be putting it into the cups, because once I put it in the cups, our temperature is going to drop. So I'm going to put it in the cups first. Then I'm going to be putting it into the vacuum chamber, and I'm going to let it come up to the temperature of 102. Now I can't find my digital thermometer, so I'm going to have to use my Inkbird thermometer, which I have to dip it to tell the temperature of the resin. With all this moving around and everything, I seem to have lost my digital thermometer. My hand's still a little sticky, so I'm gonna Wipe them off a little bit better, because I definitely don't want to get resin on my thermometer. Oops, it doesn't want to stay on my hand or on our project. So let's divide up our resin, and then we will mix it in. So I think I'm going to put about that much in each cup. Whoop, not that cup. This cup. And I did mix up 8 ounces, but I really don't think I'm going to need that much. But that is okay, because I can always use it in something else. And I have these pesky flies in here. I don't know about you guys, but I seem to have a season for, I'm going to leave that little bit right there, of fruit flies, and I cannot seem to get rid of them. I asked my neighbor, and she said she's having a hard time this year with them too. I said, I have tried everything, cleaning my drains, cleaning out my trash, getting rid of all my fruit and vegetables. I've tried everything. And she said, no, it just seems to be this year, they're bad this year. So I just want to make sure I have enough color in there. It seems as though I do. So I'm definitely going to let that sit a little bit. So I'm not worried too much at this stage about getting bubbles, because I haven't stuck it in the vacuum chamber yet. But I definitely don't want to get it in my mold. So we'll just mix our colors in and make sure they're how color we want them to be. And make sure they're bright as we want them to be. Make sure our mica powder is dissolving. I think that is thick enough too, nice and pink. Now I chose these colors because they're pastel colors. I realize spring is not even around the corner because we're heading into winter, but not everybody wants to have darkness in the spring. I mean, in the winter. I know I don't. I'm trying to use up the paper towels that I used to cover up my trays when we were coloring them. No waste that way. So we will just twirl and see if we have enough, and I'm hoping that I've made up enough. These aren't very thick coasters, so I'm guessing they're probably each just going to take about 2 ounces. And I did mix up 8, like I said. And that looks like, oh, it looks about right. But I don't look like I have enough green like I do on the other 2. Looks like I have a little bit less green, but that's okay, because I don't want the green to take over our leaves. And I didn't, oh goodness, I dropped some right on that color. Now I hope, because I'm not going to wipe it, because that would be the wrong thing to do, because that would smudge. So I'm going to just leave it and let it do its thing. Now the reason I'm letting our resin heat up is because I'm using all mica powder. And letting your resin heat up will hopefully, I'm hoping, will let the mica powders not mix together so much. So I'm going to let those heat up a little bit, and then I'll be back to check in with you, and we'll look at the temperatures. Now let me check my gloves. And we're going to see what our temperature is right now. And we're going to go with the pink. Now let's see what it says. And you definitely want to wipe off anything you use for measurements. Well, right now I'm at 86.4, if you didn't get a chance to see that. So I will be back when they are close to around 104 in each cup. And then we will begin to pour. I will dump those in that cup. In fact, I could dump them in the cup now and then just wait for them to get to temperature. And then they're ready, we'll pour. Actually, they got to get to the vacuum chamber first. So let's do that first. And then, actually, I don't think I want to save any of this clear now because they all look about the same. So let's do that now. Mix that in, and then we will get those into the vacuum chamber. And then we will let them sit, because I don't want to bother them after we have put them in the chamber. Now we don't want to risk dropping any more onto our coaster. So I'm going to step over to the side here and get our cup scraped. You just want to roll it. I'm rolling it as I scrape it so I can get as much as I can out of it. I'm putting it into each color. And then I can just wipe this cup right out and reuse it. And there we go. And I will mix in I don't have to even bother to mix it in because the vacuum chamber will do it for me. But I will wipe off my stick. And I will grab a baby wipe and wipe off my stick better. And I'm going to wipe off my gloves before I go and touch my vacuum chamber or switch the camera over so you can watch. While I'm doing that, I will clean out my cup. So let's head over to the vacuum chamber.
Little bubbles floating free, dancing where the air should be. Round and shiny, light as a dream, drifting through the chamber's gleam. Pop, 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 one by one, the vacuum pulls away the fun. Stretching thin, they can't hold on. Blink and sparkle, then they're gone. Pressure falling, walls grow wide, nothing left for them inside. For a moment they expand, then they vanish from the land. Pop, 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 one by one, the vacuum pulls away the fun. Stretching thin, they can't hold on. Blink and sparkle, then they're gone.
All right, they're all out of the bubble chamber, vacuum chamber, and now I'm going to pour them into this split cup. I had to think there for a minute. Now, I don't want to get it on our coasters, so I'm going to spray it with alcohol, but I'm going to do it over here to the side. All three chambers. And then I'm going to let them sit. Now, the middle one is usually the last one to come out. So that's where I'm going to put the green. So I'm going to pour the yellow over here. And I'm not going to put them full. I'm going to put the pink over here. I'm going to try to put them right about the same level. And then I'm going to let them come up to temperature. They're at 96 right now. But every time you transfer something, you're going to change the temperature of it. So I'm going to bring these up even. And apparently the center one holds more than the rest. So I'm going to leave that a little bit lower. So now we have our cups. So I'm going to wait just a few minutes before I stop pouring because they're only at 96 when I check the cups. Now let's see what temperature they're at now. Now that I have changed their... Wipe my gloves off first. Changed their appearance, their depth. Because they were at 96 before I dumped them out of the other cup. So that dropped them, well, 96. 96.6. Let me put that down there a little. Well, 98. So we are getting there. Yeah, we are getting there. See how quick that temperature drops when I take that out? So we are getting there. So it should be just a few more minutes and we'll be pouring into these cups. I mean these coasters. Now I don't want to spray the coasters first, only because I don't want to mess up our pattern that I have. But I do want to tell you something exciting. Amongst my cleaning and organizing, I found a mold that I'm going to be using for an extra. Guess what it is? I would like everyone to tell me in the comments where they're from. On each one of my extras, I'm going to be pouring the first comment that I get, what state they're from, in the next video. Now, if someone in the first video comments they're from Maine, the next video I make, I'm going to color in Maine with my extras. And the next video, if you're from Connecticut, I'm going to put in Connecticut, the next video, until this is all full. And then we're going to have a drawing to see who gets this colorful United States. I am apologize to anyone that is from out of the country, but you can still play if you want. You can pick any state you want, and you can still be part of this. However, I want to see how fast this will fill up. I really do. So this is our next free giveaway. I have sent out our last packages for our winner and our runner-up, who didn't even know she was going to win anything. So let's see how fast we can fill this one up. So I will be back as soon as these have reached temperature, and we will begin. Alrighty, guys, let's check our resin and see what temperature it's at. See if it's time to pour. I hope you can see the thermometer. There we go. Well, that one's, whoa, wait a minute, 101. 102. It's time to pour. Wow, that went quick. It's only been a few minutes. Alrighty. Let's get her on. Let's get it on. I should have been doing this glitter while I was yakking. So let me just... I don't know if it's going to... Oh, no, I'm going to do it after I pour. Alright, are we ready? Now, I don't dare to pour directly on the flour, but that's how I need to do it. Now, let's get these both to the center. Are we ready? Oh boy, I think that green's going to take over. Now this one, I'm going to go the opposite direction. And I think I need to fill up. Let's put in some more green before we do the next two. And I thought 8 ounces was going to be too much. It looks like it's not. Now, given that I'm from Maine, I think I'm going to fill in Maine in our little drawing. With these colors. If we have any left, honestly. Let me wipe this off. Now I'm going to go to pink. We got a lot more pink left. And we got yellow. I guess I'm not going to worry about the coloring of the spoon, considering they're all mixed in anyway. Now that one and that one. Okay, I'm going this way. Now let's see if I can get them all. If not, this one won't have any green. Tip you up. Come on, come on, come on. Well. Come on, green. There we go. Now the other way for the other one. Oh, they're all here. I probably should have just poured and didn't do a circle, but we're going to see how it looks on the other side. Oh, I'm dripping. Oop, I'm dripping. That one is full. This one I was kind of skimpy. Because I didn't want to run out of resin. So I'm still going to go the same direction. Now, you know, even though I did this, it doesn't mean that's what we're going to have. Even if I have to just do a light back coat. We just never know what's going to happen on the other side. We do have a little bit of green and pink left, but I don't want to just dump it in, because I don't know what might happen to the front, even though it's just filler at this point. But we still have a state to fill. So let's just do our state here. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Can you see the cup? Let's get our yellow in there, because it looks like we still have a little bit of green in this cup. I don't think I should have put that much yellow in that cup, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Well, this I am going to spray, along with our coasters. Now, can you see? I want you to be able to see what's happening. That is quite a thick piece, so I may just... Come on. Looks like we're going to just have pink and yellow, and it's going to lay where it lays. So I'm not going to fill it up. I'm just going to go that little bit. Now, come on. I'm just going to fill this up, because that one's a little full. Oh, I went the other way on this one. But like I said, I can always put something plain on the back just to get these to be the same level, because that's what I need them to be. And that split cups are pretty much emptied. And just scrape your colors right back out with what you have. If you need them in another color of something, like I do. I do have a tiny bit of green left. And I'm going to move this over here. And I have a mold that I want to use. And where did I put it? As I always do. Oh, I just had you set out to use. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. I'll be right back, guys. I found it. It was under my wipes. I want to make some of these tiny little teddy bears. I want to make some earrings. And I don't know how many I'm going to have, but they're going to be blue. I mean pink and yellow.
At Happy Place Creations, Connie starts her day, mixing up some colors in a bright and cheerful way. Pink and green into molds with gentle care, watching colors swirl around each cuddly little bear. Everyone is special, everyone is new, a rainbow of happiness in yellow, pink, and blue. Well, green joins in the fun, and the colors dance and play, making smiles for everyone along the way. Teddy bears glowing with delight. Da, 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 da. Pink and green and yellow, looking oh so right. Crafted with love and a creative flair, Connie brings the magic to every teddy bear. Shimmering and sparkling, lined up row by row, filled with happy memories and a colorful glow from Connie's hands. So skillfully these treasures come to life, bringing joy and wonder that brighten every side. Teddy bears shining all around. Da, 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 da. Pink and green and yellow, the sweetest colors found at Happy Place Creations. There's magic in the air, thanks to Connie's artistry and every teddy bear. Happy Place Creations, where dreams and colors blend, and every little teddy bear becomes a treasured friend.
And I'm going to finish off our mane with what we have left in the cup because it's getting really thick and difficult to work with. Yep, it's getting very difficult. It's turning. So we will have a full mane done. And then I will see you all on demold.
Welcome to our cozy space. Let's create with love and grace. Pour the resin clear and bright, mixing colors just right. Glitter swirls and golden streams, building up our happy dreams. Every mold holds something new, waiting here for me and you. Take a breath and let it flow. Watch the magic start to grow. This is our happy place to be, crafting joy for you and me. With every layer that we pour, love shines through the open door. Connie's Corner, safe and sweet, where creativity and kindness meet. Embed flowers, press them deep, secrets that the crystals keep. Smooth the surface, clear the air, show the world how much we care. From the table to your hand, spreading light across the land. Take a breath and let it flow. Watch the magic start to grow. This is our happy place to be, crafting joy for you and me. With every layer that we pour, love shines through the open door. Connie's Corner, safe and sweet, where creativity and kindness meet. No mistakes, just lessons learned. Every twist is well earned. Shine your light in all you do. The world is brighter because of you. shines through the open door. Connie's Corner, safe and sweet, where creativity and kindness meet. Stay a while and craft with friends, joy that never truly ends.
Hey guys, this is how our coasters are so far. Our glitter didn't sink, it's stuck on the top, and I don't like how they look. So I've decided to put just a clear white backing with a little bit of the glitter inside. And I'm going to add a little bit of the crushed crystal for a little bit more sparkle. So one side is going to be, I don't know. And this side is going to be white and very sparkly. I've already added the color. And I've already put this through the vacuum chamber. So I'm just adding in the crushed crystal. And I've already added the glitter. So this is going to be a two-sided coaster. One with the flower, with the green, the pink, and the yellow. And then this side is going to be the white and sparkly side. So I have not decided whether I want to add some of this sangria. It's a very dark pink, which would turn white. Not white, but light pink. So I'm just going to go with the white, not to ruin the back of these. So let's go. I'm going to spray it with some alcohol. And then I'm just going to put some in the center. And then I'm going to spread it. Because they're not at height either. They're kind of where I didn't add too much. I want to bring the height up. And I hope I made enough. I think I added too much in the first one. But we're going to see. We're going to make it work. Because I can always mix up some more. Now I will spread this out to the edges, and then that will allow the resin to flow. Because resin is self-leveling, as you may or may not know. I don't know if I have any new viewers, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I do want the new people to know. Just bring it to the edges, and then the rest of the resin will follow. I will show you on this one, and then I will do a fast forward for the rest of them. Just want to make sure your edges are good. and that you have no bubbles. Once you've gone around to your edges, you just want to go around with your tool, especially the edges where it filled in itself. And then you're done. And then move on to the next.
One creation at a time. Every project starts with a dream. A little resin, a little hope. Nothing's quite as hard as it seems. From a mold to something new, every pour tells something true, creating joy for all to see. That's what crafting means to me.
Hey guys, we're all cured. Are we ready? But how about I'm going to show you what I did with my extras. I cheated once again. It's no secret by now. Here's our little teddy bears. I made them earrings. Here's another pair. And here's another pair. And you saw me do that, so you already know I did it. So I guess it wasn't a secret. So now we're going to have the big reveal. Are we ready to see how these coasters came out? I'm a little nervous. Very nervous. Are you guys nervous? Because I'm really nervous. Okay, let's get them out. Let me get a paper towel first, just to set them on, because my mat's kind of dirty. Oh, and tell you, our state of Maine's cured too. But I didn't even realize that that's the whole New England. So, Massachusetts and New Hampshire, Vermont, they're already cleared in. So I apologize to anyone who lives in those states. It's already done. I do apologize. Now, let's get some paper towels to set our coasters on as I'm taking them out. Notice my paper towels. It used to be a full roll. And then I take it, just cut it right in half, and that save money. Alrighty, enough yakking, right? Okay, let's move this over. Get some room for our coasters, because I'm going to pop them out. I love these edges, because they're not your typical round edges. So I see some color. I will have to do a little bit of sanding on my edges. Because I didn't fill them up quite enough, even with that back coat. But I don't see any mica powder. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Alrighty. Are we ready? Now, I tried to keep them in the same order, but are we ready? Here's one. Oh, Lord, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It did. It came out holographic like the rest. That is just amazing. I'm going to show you here, and then I'll take you to the other camera. Oh, wow. I wished you were here to see that. That is just amazing. They came out amazing. Oh, goodness, guys. Look at that. They came out amazing. Well, this one isn't as green as those two are, but it's still, oh my goodness. They came out amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. And then you have these edges. Look at that. Simply amazing. Now let me switch it to the other camera so you can see better. Of course, you're going to see better in the pictures if you stay to watch the end. Now hold right on. And here we are, guys. Look at this. Look at the edge. First, I'll show you the edges. And like I said, I'm going to have to just do a little bit of sanding just to get the rough edge down. Because you can see where I added the 2 layers. But that's not much. And you just do this on the edge. And that's going to break down that roughness. And I'll do that on all of them. But look at this. Look at this. Isn't that just simply beautiful? Absolutely. And it came out the holographic. Look at that. Look at the next one. Just absolutely amazing. And here's our next one, which isn't as green as the others. It's got more of the pink, but it's still beautiful. It's got that holographic too. And the mica powder did pick that up, and I am so amazed. I'm so happy. Now that lets me know that I can do more coasters like this and more different designs in this kind of pattern or this kind of coaster. Look at that. That is just amazing. Just amazing. They came out awesome, guys. Awesome. I'm just absolutely amazed with them. I'm so happy with them. Definitely going to do it again with different designs. Because I have other stencils that will fit right in here in this. And I use different colors in the background. So I'll definitely, we'll be making these again. So I thank you for joining me today. And I will see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Please come back soon. Don't be a stranger now. Hit that subscribe and ring the bell somehow. Give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Motto Tag is here to break the law of boring content. We bring the heat, moving to the rhythm of the street. Same crafty channel, same crafty time, ready for the next big climb. Stay connected, stay in touch, because we love it very much. Come back soon, don't fade away. We have so much more to say. Ring the bell and join the crew. Everything we do is new. Crafty vibes are in the air. Show us that you really care. Scrolling down to find the gold stories waiting to be told. Click the button, make it stick. Time is moving way too quick, but we will wait right here for you with something fresh and something new. Same crafty channel, same crafty time, ready for the next big climb. Stay connected, stay in touch, because we love it very much. Come back soon, don't fade away. We have so much more to say. Ring the bell and join the crew. Everything we do is new. Crafty vibes are in the air. Show us that you really care. Don't be a stranger now.